And I do believe we are live. Hello, hello, welcome in. Today we are going to be talking about how to create a profitable digital course and or coaching program. So if you are just joining in, go ahead, say hello. I'm going to get the tech all sorted to make sure we are streaming live into the Facebook group, Gifts to Global. If you're just tuning in, go ahead, let me know where you're tuning in from. Give me some love on this live. If you're excited to learn how to create your first profitable course or coaching program, you are in the right place because I'm going to teach you my step-by-step formula to be able to turn your expertise into a profitable course or online coaching program. And when I say profitable, I mean a course that you can charge thousands of dollars for to help your students get their transformation. So I'm going to go ahead, and it looks like we are streaming. Get us going here. And I'm going to invite a couple of you along to the live stream, and then we will get going. One second. How are you guys doing today? Are you excited for the weekend? Anybody have any good plans coming up this weekend? Let me know. What am I doing this weekend? what am I doing? Oh, celebrating my sister's birthday tonight. So I have my mastermind class after this today, and then wrap up a few more things. And then I'm going to take my sister shopping and maybe like go out to dinner or something to celebrate her birthday. So excited about that. I feel like there's more plans, but I just can't think of them right now. So let me know if you're doing anything fun this weekend. I'd love to know what ideas you have, and we will get tuned in here in just a minute. I see some of you are just joining. Go ahead, say hello. If you're catching this on the live, go ahead and do hashtag live. Let me know you're here. Or if you're catching it on the replay, go ahead and give me a hashtag replay so I know that you stopped by and checked out the training. If you have any questions, whether you're live now or you're watching it later, go ahead and drop them down in the chat below, and I'll be happy to circle back after the training and be able to cover them or cover them live if you're watching right now. Also, if you want today's show notes, I want you to go ahead and type, what keyword can we use today? Type course, right? Go ahead and type course down in the comments below, and I will go ahead and send you over today's show notes. So they're an incredible resource. It is exact step-by-step strategy that I use and teach my students inside Call to Serve, my signature premium program that I teach my students how to build profitable courses and online businesses. And that it's actually a second or third iteration of my program. It was formerly known as the 5-Figure Genius Academy and has since had many, many updates to it that I'm excited to be able to bring to my students, because I always invest in my next level mentors. So, which is really important, something I share with my students too. You always want to be learning and growing. And I do that so I can continue to scale my business, but also so I can continue to teach my students the latest and greatest techniques that are working, that are proven strategies and structures inside my business, and teach you those things. Excuse me, so you can continue to scale your business as well and generate consistent revenue and profits in your business. So as I continue to learn and up level in my business, then I bring everything that I learn and that is working to my students. So that's why I love teaching my programs live. So you can always get the latest and greatest strategies that are working in the marketplace, as well as it helps to confirm that my clients are getting results, and then I can tweak it along the way. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that and how you do that in your program so you can ensure that your students get success as well. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Again, while I'm doing that, if you're just tuning in, go ahead, say hello, drop me some love on this live. I'd love to know who is tuning in and checking this out. So we are going to share the screen here. and then we will dive in. So let me know below, give me a 1 if you have already launched a course, or give me a 2 in the chat below if you haven't launched a course yet, but you are an aspiring coach, or looking to leave your 9 to 5 perhaps, and you've got a great idea for a course, but you haven't launched yet. I'd love to gauge where everybody is in your journey. And then that will help me to be able to tailor this training to you a little bit more too, just kind of know exactly where you're at and help you to know what the next steps are. I thought I keep doing this. Let me, don't want you just, let me see. I was trying to share this where you could actually see myself and the presentation at the same time. Let me see if I can do this again. There we go. I wonder if that goes away when there we go. Okay. All right. So diving in, this training again is how to create a profitable digital course and online coaching program. So it's basically all of my tried and true steps, my exact formula of what I teach inside my program called To Serve, and how to create a profitable course. So it's ultimately the guide. And that's why if you want to get today's show notes, go ahead and drop the word course down in the comments below, and I will make sure to get this guide over to you in your hot little hands, so you have something to work from. You have, and basically your instruction manual to work from as you're going through the steps and creating your course. So, a couple of questions like, are you tired of endless hours of one-on-one work, of one-on-one client work? Are you wishing you had a way to be able to push past the income ceiling that you're coming up against? This happens with a lot of course creators or coaches that take on a lot of one-on-one clients, because you're trading time for money. Because when you have a lot of one-on-one clients, or perhaps you're working on a blog or something like that, you are dedicating a lot of hours in your business a week, and you being one person, you only have so many hours in the week. So that kind of gives you a income ceiling, right, that you can't surpass, because you can only take so many clients. Perhaps you have 20 clients a week. Say you had 20 one-on-one clients, you're meeting with them each an hour a week. And on top of that, you have the rest of your time allocated in your week to being able to generate leads and create content and, market your business, maybe have sales calls, things like that. So there's only so many clients in that type of business model that you can take on in that period of time. When you're in the one-on-one model, that's why courses are so popular, and that's why they're so effective, because you can essentially do the same content, teach the same thing, but instead of teaching it one-on-one, you're teaching it to a group of students. And this is how you really scale, and you scale quickly. So if this is something that you're experiencing, you're tired of working endless hours serving one-on-one clients, not to mean that you don't like serving the one-on-one clients. Certainly you do. If you don't, maybe you need to look at something different. But if you're looking to be able to really scale your business and scale your impact and your income, online courses and group coaching programs are the way to go. So in this training, we're going to be walking through my entire process of exactly how to do that. So we're going to be covering everything from the benefits of creating online courses. Step 2, we're going to be talking about some of the tools and the tech that you will need. You don't need a lot of tech, but you do need some tech to be able to create an online course. And then we're going to help you learn how to choose that profitable course topic. One of the things that you're going to have to work out, and a lot of new and inspiring coaches struggle with this, and let me know if this is you, is understanding who your ideal client is, who that niche is that you're serving. So that is really important, really a step 1 in the process of online course creation, of really understanding the market that you serve and what their pain points are, what their problems are, and what their goals are. We're not going to dive in too much inside today's training in that particular topic. But if that is something that you need some additional support with, you can certainly check out the vault of different training that I have hosted inside my Facebook private mastermind community on Facebook, which is called Gifts to Global. And if you need a link to that, go ahead and send me a DM and I will send you an invitation to join that group. But inside of that group, you will find various trainings to include some very in-depth training on how to work out who that niche is that you serve, that profitable niche, how to select them, who they are, how to identify what their struggles are, their pain points are, as well as what their goals are and what the results they're looking for, because that is the precursor of how you're going to develop your course, which is ultimately the vehicle that will help your clients be able to get to their desired result. So check that out if that is you. So we're going to be talking about the 4-step process for outlining your course in today's training. And we're going to also kind of go over some of the steps on how to record each course lesson. So first of all, let's dive into why create an online course. I've already told you a couple of reasons why, but tell me below why are you thinking of? I'd love to hear why it is that you're considering leaving your 9-to-5 perhaps and creating an online course. Or if you are, perhaps you have a blog or you have another type of online business and you're looking to be able to start creating online courses and coaching programs. I'd love to know why it is you're looking to do that. And as you're doing that, I'm going to grab a sip of water. Excuse me. So a couple of reasons are that online courses are one of the best ways to be able to package up your ideas in products and deliver them to the masses. Again, whether you're teaching it, and what I teach inside of Called to Serve is to start with a minimal viable product. It's where you're teaching initially like that beta round of your product and you're perfecting it with your students as you're helping them get transformations. So maybe you run a couple of iterations of that live. And then after you've got it all worked out and you know exactly what step to offer to your clients and what order to get them the best results, then you can go and create what we call an evergreen scalable product, where then you go back and you record all of the modules and you put them on a course hosting platform, and then you can sell them on autopilot, right? So they can, people can purchase your course and enroll into your course 24/7 and learn at their own pace. And then you can also provide some other additional elements in there. Again, if you're just joining, go ahead, say hello. I see a couple of people have gotten onto the live. Go ahead and let me know you're here. Give me some love on this live. It helps to boost it in the algorithm so we can make sure it's getting in front of more people. So if you're live, hashtag live. If you're on the replay, give me a hashtag replay so that I know you were there. And if you have any questions as we're going through today's material, go ahead and drop those. And if you want those show notes, go ahead and drop me the word course, and I will personally send you a DM and send you today's show notes. So it's also one of the best sources of passive income as well. So not only can you generate profit or cash in your business month to month, but you can also generate ongoing passive income, perhaps with your clients, you're setting up payment plans and things like that people are paying over time. It is a great source of generating that passive income in your business too. Basically, you get to create the content for your course, and once it sells, it's out there for eternity. So, I was talking with a student yesterday about doing this, and what a neat opportunity to be able to package up your work that it can live for the test of time. It's becomes part of your legacy, that all of the things and life experiences and things like that you feel called to serve people and help people with, you can create. It's kind of like having a book, right? An author creates a book and that book lives forever. The same happens with your online courses too. They can go on and continue to not only bring profit and revenue into you and your family now, but going forward in the future as well. So a little bit about my story. I just wanted to share this with you too, of how I went from being in corporate. When I was in corporate, I worked in corporate for, gosh, like since 1995 till about 2017 when I started stepping back and officially retired. I officially retired this year. So it's been quite an incredible journey. But I was working about 50 to 60 hours a week in my corporate career, earning like $30 an hour before taxes. And it just still baffles me to even think that. I mean, at the time I thought it was really, really good money, but I worked 20 plus years up to, I think I started at like $6 an hour or something, to get to that number. And I was in charge of a region, the Southwest region of Florida, covering, depending, a lot of branches in the retail space. And I worked with everything from marketing to sales to training and development, customer service, lending, all of those types of areas within the retail banking system, operations, audit, all of that, security. I mean, you wore all the hats. And I was very successful in what I did. And I wouldn't say that I disliked the work. I didn't. Obviously I wouldn't have stayed with it for so long if I didn't have a passion for it and love it. But deep down, I always desired something more. I always knew I had a bigger calling. And I also had a big calling to be able to, especially as I had my third child, to be able to work from home or have more time freedom, to be able to, be that PTA mom and, participate in my daughter's activities outside of school, dance and gymnastics and things like that, to be able to travel, when I wanted to, not just, the 3 to 4 weeks a year that you were given, as an employee, to be able to do that. I craved more freedom. But I also got burned out in my corporate career because I was working all of the time and I wasn't really taking care of myself. Hindsight's 2020, right? But again, I just was deep down craving and had that dream and that passion to help others in a bigger way. So now I get to work from home. I get to earn multiple thousands of dollars a day running my own online successful business, doing what I love. And I get to create online courses and coaching programs for a living. So it's like everything, all of those gifts and talents and experiences that served me in my corporate career, I was then able to take that knowledge and skill and expertise and all of that and bundle it up and create an online business that gets to work around my life, right? I work my life around my business around my life versus the other way around. No longer. If I choose to work 50 or 60 hours a week, and I'm not going to lie, sometimes I do, but it doesn't feel like work, right? It doesn't feel like work to me because I love what I do. I love serving my clients and helping other people monetize their spiritual gifts and their expertise. And there is no more ceiling, income ceiling. You don't have to work years and years and years to, maybe, especially in today's economy, just to get that 1 or 2% raise a year. Now I get to write my own paycheck because the more courses you create, evergreen, the more students you enroll, the more income potential you have. So that's really the beauty of being an online course creator and running a coaching program or multiple coaching programs, is that you basically get the freedom to create that lifestyle, that profitable lifestyle business that you desire, that you can really, tailor to suit the needs for yourself and your family. So let me know if that's exciting to you. Again, if you are looking to start and scale a coaching business or an online course, let me know. And I would love to know why that is exciting to you too. So yes, one of my biggest core values has always been freedom. And now as an online course creator, that is exactly the life that I get to live. So what exactly is an online course? So let's kind of go into like an overview just to kind of weed that out so there's no confusion about that. An online course is simply a correlation or combination of training materials, actionable resources, and they're hosted within a digital platform or a school. And it allows students that you enroll into your programs to get a specific result or transformation in their life or business. Some of the topics that we've been talking about as we've been going through these series is some of the profitable course topics typically range in the areas of health, wealth, or relationships. Also passions, for sure, passions. But I would say that health, wealth, and relationships are some of the top categories that the students are willing to invest a premium and to be able to get a result from. Some of the things that are included in your online course, you're going to want to include, of course, the video modules, right? Whether you're teaching them live or you're teaching them from pre-recorded. You may have audios like MP3s, workbooks, resources, and such that your students that can help them. You don't want to overcomplicate your course and give them just, information to fill it up and give them information. You really want to give them exactly what they need to get the result, because that's why they're investing in you. They want to get the result the fastest that they can get that result and have it be sustainable. So 6 benefits of creating, and I know there's a lot more, but 6 benefits I'm giving you of creating and selling online courses are: 1, as we've kind of talked, online courses are scalable revenue with no limits. There is no income cap, right? There's no more working 20 or 30 years to just, bring home that paycheck and get that 1 or 2% raise a year. Maybe like when I was younger in corporate, you moved up the ladder a lot faster. But as the companies grew bigger, expenses were constantly being cut, because trying to reduce expenses and salaries and supplies and those types of things. We were always looking on how we could make the company more profitable, right? And that most times in reality hits the employee's wallet. Number 2 is that courses can generate passive income, is what we've talked about already. And it allows you to be able to reach and help more people. So being able to make impact globally. That's why my private mastermind community on Facebook is called Gifts to Global, because that is the idea behind it, is you packaging up your gifts, your talents, your expertise, and being able to help people globally around the world. And the beauty of having an online business and a digital platform is that anywhere there's internet, then you can be able to help students around the world through your gifts, talents, and expertise in your online coaching program. And then courses create more time freedom in your life and business. Again, when you're teaching it up front and you're doing your minimal viable product, it's going to take a little bit more time in the beginning, because you want to make sure that you're teaching those courses live and you're working with your students to ensure you've got the right steps in the right order that's getting them a successful result. But once you've done it a couple of times and you know that it's a solid course and it's getting results, then you create that evergreen scalable product, record it out there, and put it on a course hosting platform that people can enroll in 24/7. So like that's where you do it once and you set it and let it work its magic, right? So I love that as a course creator, I don't have to be in my office at a certain time each day, or at all if I don't want to be. So yeah, I really work my business around my life, really putting in things to be taking care of myself as an entrepreneur and as a CEO of my business. Making sure that I'm spending quality time with my family and getting in exercise and doing the things that really light me up. And that's the beauty of having your own business is, yes, I still absolutely have structure. Structure is very, very important, because you still need to be executing on activities every single day to generate leads and be able to nurture your leads and creating content and engaging and building those relationships and that know, like, and trust to enroll students into your business. So you definitely want to make sure that I see the love coming on. You definitely want to make sure that you are engaging in those activities every single day, because if you don't, you more have a glorified hobby than you do a business. So you definitely want to build that in, but you have the beauty of, working when it meets your needs and working, to meet the needs of your clients as well. So, if you want to, decide to take off a week a quarter or 2 weeks a quarter, you can do that too and just schedule accordingly. So you can create course content on your own schedule. I choose to launch, I choose when I want to launch my courses. So like if I'm running, perhaps like launching with the challenge or launching with the master class, hey, Danielle, then you get to map it out when it works for you in your schedule. So I have a big map on a big calendar, a yearly planner on my wall. And I get to fill it up first with vacation and things that are going on with my daughter in school and, my other children and grandchildren and time that I want to take off first. I fill that up first because it's really important that that was another thing in corporate is like, you got to go on vacation when it worked for them. This is different when you have your own online business. You get to make it work for you and what lights you up. And that's really, really important. And then if I'm hosting a Q&A calls for my students, I choose the dates and the times for my schedules. Another thing that was really important to me as I developed my own online coaching business was being able to, I have one more child left in school, Abby, and she's, 15 this year. She's going into 10th grade. So I only really have a couple of years left with my baby at home. So I like to be able to take her to school in the morning and pick her up. Yes, it's a lot of driving, but it's like, how it is with teenagers, right? It's hard to get them in one spot to have some quality time. So I love to, be able to do that for her and spend that quality time together. So I work my classes around my schedule of when I'm doing that drop off and pick up, right? So I schedule my clients between then or my sales call, between before or after. So again, it's the flexibility of creating that business that works for your lifestyle, creating a business that works around your life. This is the flexibility. This is the opportunity that you have as well in your business. So who's excited about that? Let me know. I see. Let's see. Okay. If you're just joining, go ahead and let me know that you're here live. I'm just going to check the comments on my phone here, see if you have any questions. Yes, Danielle says so true. Yeah, very good. All right. So you get to choose. Yes, you get to create the course once and then profit from it forever. And who doesn't think that's a good idea? I don't know. All right. So let's dive into actually how to choose a profitable course topic. Again, as I mentioned earlier on in this training, if you need to go back and kind of work out your niche, you can join Gifts to Global. And in the guide section of that group, I have how to work out your profitable niche. There's some training on that, so that will help you. So the couple of criteria I want you to focus on, and it's really helpful to take out a piece of paper and a pen and just give yourself set a timer for 30 minutes. Don't really overthink this. I just want those ideas that, come to your mind to let your creativity flow. Or you can open up a Google Doc and do it on Google, on working it out on a Google Doc too. But I think there's just something magic. I don't know. Tell me, do you feel more creative when you're writing versus when you're typing on a computer? It does for me. So, and a lot of my students, I find the same way. So the first thing you want to look at and work out is looking at your passions. So asking yourself, what do you feel like you're passionate about? Because, one thing I want to encourage you is not just to pick a course topic, because it seems like a profitable course topic, or it just seems like it would be a good idea for you to teach. Because I can tell you, if you're not excited to teach this, if it's not something, one, that you would show up and teach for free ongoing, or two, that, you're going to be talking about your course topic a lot. You want to become known for your course topic and the expertise that you're helping people with. So if it's not something you're excited about, believe me, talking about it on a day in and day out basis, which you will, not only through your course program, but also through your content, through your messaging, through your conversations, through your calls, all of this stuff. So it's you want to make sure that you're passionate about it, right? Or you're not going to want to show up. I know when I first started, one of my first courses that flopped, I was trying to teach on how to overcome burnout. And I was not at all excited about teaching that topic, I can tell you. But, I thought in my head that like that was what, because it had been my experience in overcoming burnout from being in corporate, that's what I was supposed to be teaching. Although not really looking at the business side of it, I've been in business my whole adult life, right? That's what really, lights me up and inspires me. So anyway, don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from my mistakes. So look at what lights you up. Look at what you love talking about. Like what do you, and a good hint too is like looking at what you spend your time researching. What courses are you investing in? What books are you buying? What challenges are you signing up for to learn more about? Those are really big signs that that's something that you're interested in, because otherwise you wouldn't be spending all of that time, and energy learning more about that topic. And then again, like what would you do for free for the rest of your life because you love it so much? Definitely that this is my baby and this is my calling, and I would do it for free. And I did for a long time until I started monetizing it. So secondly, I want you to look at your expertise. This can be, and I find women too a lot like shy away from this or don't give themselves enough credit. I was on a call yesterday with a soul client, and she just like really, really didn't give herself the credit for, the experiences that she had been through, and thinking because she, didn't have necessarily formal training or formal experience in the topic that she made, she wasn't an expertise. It wasn't an expert in it. But I just want to tell you, you don't have to have a formal education in this at all. I want you to really look at, what areas have you achieved success in, whether it's, success for yourself or it's success for other people that you've helped them get results in this area. Another thing too, you can ask your family members and friends what they see as your strong suits, right? What are you that go-to person and what you're known for? Like Daniel, I know one thing you told me a lot with you is that a lot of people come to you for organization. So think about that. I use my sister as an example a lot too, because she's like the go-to person for decorating for events. So anytime there's an event, you always think of like going to my sister to help, decorate the venues and, come up with all the creative ideas for party planning and so forth. So she's known as that. She's also known as the hair expert, right? And in her hair, which my hair is driving me crazy today. But anyway, that was a side note. That's a side note. It just keeps getting in my face. So looking at that, and then also making sure that there's a market demand, and you can do a few things. So you can check out, like look at your competition and look at other competitors in the field. Yeah. Are people offering courses on this particular topic in your area? It might seem like competition, but it's also, and it is competition, but it's also it validates that your course idea is a profitable course idea, because if other students, if they're enrolling students in those particular programs, perhaps it's a weight loss program or it's something, maybe it's a program where you're a VA and you're helping other people learn how to become a virtual assistant and how to monetize their craft. Or maybe I have another client that has an art business and she teaches other people how to bring, how to monetize their gifts through monetizing their craft. So, look at those other areas and see that, there are other courses and other places you can go to. It's like on Amazon or Udemy. Look and see if there are being other courses or books or those types of things that are currently being offered in those particular niche areas. And that will help to validate that this is truly a profitable course idea. And then ask, right? Ask your audience. Ask is, getting that information firsthand from your audience. There's no better other, information than going right to the source and asking people if this is something that they would be interested in, if it's something that they would like invest their money into getting support with. So this is truly the best way to be able to gauge whether your idea is profitable is by people voting with their dollars, right? That's the best way to, and you think about it like the iPhone, like Apple, all different kinds of companies will put together an offer and beta pilot that offer to see if it's a really good one before putting a lot of investable dollars behind it. So going to the market and asking them directly is the best way to validate a course idea. And inside my program called To Serve, we go into much more detail about creating your offer and how to, the step-by-step process of how to validate that offer, so that if that's something you want some additional support with, to really how to create this offer and then how to package it up and market it and sell it, then reach out to me, send me a DM with the word offer, or whatever, just DM for support coach. And I will be happy to get back with you on that and give you some more information on how we can work together and help you with that. So what is a course topic versus a course result? Let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are. If you have, if you can tell me what the difference is. I'll grab some water while you're doing that. So when we're looking at a course topic versus a course result, your course topic is going to be an example like nutrition, fitness, maybe it's Pinterest. Maybe you're teaching people how to utilize Pinterest or how to create a business utilizing Pinterest. Maybe it's graphic design, etc. That's the course topic. The course result is what your course helps your students to achieve. So it's basically taking them from that point A, where they're stuck in their pain point or problem, to point B, which is the ultimate goal or result that they're looking to achieve. So for example, if you have a client and your course is helping them to lose 15 pounds, improve their heart health, or perhaps it's being able to 5x their monthly blog traffic, or utilizing the Canva course, it would be to teach them how to create beautiful graphics and promote their podcast. So that would be the result that the nutrition course or the fitness course is helping the student achieve. Does that make sense? Give me a 1 if that makes sense. So while it's important, while your course topic is important, your course result is what makes your course appealing to potential students. And this is where a lot of people get kind of stuck because, or their offers aren't selling out, is because they're not really clear about the course result here. They're not really clear on that course result and what I call the ROI, it's the return on the investment. What's that return on the investment the student can expect to receive as that ultimate result of investing in your course and doing the work to get the result? It has to be a result that they want, right? That they want to receive. So for instance, in my business, my clients come to me because they're not making sales, they're not generating traffic, they're not making, revenue in their business. So that is the problem that they have. And my program helps them to learn how to generate traffic and how to generate leads and be able to convert those leads into consistent sales so they can make ongoing consistent revenue and profit in their business. So that is the result that my student wants. They want to get booked and get paid, right? To make it easy to say that, they want to get booked and they want to get paid. They may want to make that income and make that impact and create that freedom lifestyle that everybody craves. So that's what my course actually helps them with. So it's really important to make sure that you're clear on the core result that your students are going to be getting inside your program, so you can communicate that through your content and through your offers. And then also you're going to create your transformational statement. And then I like to call it my $1 million message. So basically in that, and you can, if you want today's handout, go ahead and drop the word course down for me in the comments below, and I will get you this handout so you have these show notes in your hot little hands as you're working out your course. But what you want to do is be able to work out your $1 million message. It's going to go on all your branding. And if you look at my branding, you can see it right here. Let me show you how to take your coaching business from concept to clients. So it's from that idea, which is their problem, is where they're kind of stuck at. They just have an idea in their head, to what do they want? They want clients. And then without what? What's the pain, right? So without what pain? Without having to have expensive ads or complicated funnels. With what? Like, what's your solution? My solution is how to teach you how to create a high ticket course launch system. So, and then on my branding, this is the same branding I use throughout all of my social media channels and so forth, which is, another training topic. But you want to become known for your $1 million marketing message. You want to become known for what it is you help people with. So it's important to have this consistency across all your social media channels and have that very clear result: who you help, what you help them achieve. What pain point are you moving them from, and what results are you helping them to achieve? Maybe it's in with a certain time frame. Maybe you're helping them to lose 15 pounds in 90 days without spending all their time in the gym and having to eat salad every day. So you want to very clearly communicate, because that's going to help give you exclusivity on what you're known for, your unique method, and help them to understand, yep, that's for me. That's what I want. I don't want any of, of the salads in the gym every day. I want to lose the weight, and I want to do it in X time frame. And generally that's going to be the shortest time frame. People want to get results as quickly as possible. And you can think about that, like, from your perspective, like, would you want to spend, 6 months losing the 15 pounds? Or if there were an option to lose that 15 pounds in 90 days or less, which would you choose? So think about that for your client. So you want to work that $1 million messaging out for your course topic, who you're helping, what you're helping them to achieve, and what time frame, through your solution. And if you don't have the name of your program worked out quite yet, that's okay. You don't have to. If you want some feedback on it, go ahead and drop it in the groups Gifts to Global, and I will be happy to give you some feedback on that. So again, it's like a short, punchy sentence that essentially serves as your elevator pitch for your course. So your homework, I want you to go away after this training, and I want you to spend some time and just, work out what those passions are, what your expertise is, what victories and things have you had in your life, things that you've overcome. There's a lot of wisdom that comes in those experiences that you've been through, that you've gotten that victory over, that pain point or problem in your life that people are happily going to invest in to get that same result. All right. So let's get to the nitty gritty. Now that you've got your list, you've worked out your list of all of these ideas, your passions, your expertise, your victories, things that you have knowledge, skills in. I want you to then brain dump it all out, and then you can take and just start getting sticky notes. I like to, you can put it on a little sticky note, even about this size, and just write down those particular thoughts on a sticky note, and then just map them all out. And then after you start doing that, you can put them up on a wall or a window. I've even done it on what do you call those big boards, like a construction board, that you would use for an art project. Map them all out, and then you want to start trying to then sort them. So to start to find common themes and common ideas for that particular one. So if it has to do with a health or weight loss coach, and this isn't my niche, so I'm probably going to not get this right, but you might want to be looking at, maybe they need to start looking at their diet. Maybe they need to clean out their pantry. Maybe they need to, learn about how not all carbs are the same, or how different foods impact their body. Maybe they need to learn about proteins. Maybe they need to really look at their mindset. Maybe they need to look at their sleep patterns, those different types of things. Maybe they need to look at their movement. So what you're going to see as you start out, you've got all this list of ideas, you're going to start to see that certain things kind of fit together, certain topics kind of fit together. So for example, for me, in lead generation, which is something my clients, like one of the first steps, my client needs to be generating leads in their business every day to get new eyeballs on their offers every day. So teaching them about social media, teaching them, how to utilize Facebook to generate leads, how to use Instagram to generate leads, how to use Facebook groups, and so forth. So you see there's a common theme. And so within that particular module, that's when you're going to start teaching all of those different topics. They will correlate with one another and flow together. So that will then become one of your course modules. Let me know if this is making sense so far. Step 3, you're going to create a spreadsheet. So after you've kind of worked out these different groups, each module is basically going to help your client. Like when you worked out your A to B method, and again, if you need help with the niche, go back. But when you worked out the A to B method of where they're stuck and where they need to go and the different milestones they need to get from point A to point B, those become your modules. And as you work them out, knowing that through each step your client takes, they're going to be getting like a mini result. So what's that little mini milestone that each course module is going to help them achieve, to help them get to that next step and into that next step that will eventually get them to the results. So for instance, in Call to Serve, one of the things, the foundational things my clients will go through are identifying who their niche is, creating their online course, how to generate leads, how to create content that converts. And then they're going to go into how to have quality conversations in the DMs to build that relationship. Then they go on through how to have powerful sales calls to be able to enroll their clients. And then the final step they work through is how to be able to deliver that transformation inside of their programs and help their clients get results. And then from there on out there, it would be how to scale their business and get, start adding on team members to be able to really help scale and support some of those day-to-day operations in their business. So what is that for you? So look at what that is for you and for your course. And then what you can do after that is step 3 is create a spreadsheet where you've broken these modules down that are going to be your modules and your lessons. And then you can help understand, what support documents and what homework would then complement that module. So what action steps do your clients need to take to be able to implement what they've learned? Because knowledge alone does not give transformation. Knowledge alone does not give transformation. They actually have to implement what you're teaching them to be able to get the result that you're teaching them. So this will help you to keep all of that organized and help you to stay on track and creating that content. Let me know if that's making sense so far. So here's another example. Let's say you're creating a course on weight loss. The first module is helping them to determine what their current fitness level is and how to set goals for their weight loss. The little micro steps could look like, starting with measuring and recording their current body weight and measurements. Step 2 could be, completing a fitness assessment you have to determine their current fitness level. Step 3 would be like for them to set goals. Where do they want to be in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? Step 4 would be creating like a vision board. I remember my mom, I don't know if your moms did this, but my mom always would cut pictures out of magazines of fitness models, and when my mom was dieting and of that ideal outcome, that ideal body image that she wanted to try to replicate for herself. So these 4 steps then become your 4 lessons in your first module of your course. So does that make sense to you? Let me know. So you're going to write these steps down in the 3rd spreadsheet in the column listed lesson content. And then you're going to go on to your support documents. Again, what additional resources, tools do your clients need to help set them up for success to be able to get the results? That could look like templates, workbooks, swipe files, Trello boards. A lot of people utilize Trello boards, calendars, planners, printables, and more. You don't need to have support documents with every single lesson. Don't just try to throw a bunch of stuff out there to thinking it makes the course more valuable. It does not. It can be overwhelming to your clients. So you just want to make sure that you're giving them the resources that they need to get the result. So your homework, you want to make sure that, again, that you are giving them homework and that you are giving them feedback on that homework, so they make sure that they are getting, that they're on track, right? And they're truly comprehending the information that you're teaching them and implementing it on it so they can get the result. So you can read through here. Also create, step 4 would be creating a full outline on a Google Doc of what your course is. I wouldn't start recording all of your slide decks and recording your lessons until you have a concrete game plan of what you're going to include in each lesson. And that's why this Google Doc comes in handy. And it also becomes something you can print out. So as you're talking to your soulmate clients that potentially you're going to enroll, you're having sales calls, you're having conversations in the DMs, you're creating content, everything gets created from your course outline. Everything is a little snippet of the modules and the lessons that you're teaching. A lot of times you see content that doesn't convert, and the reason it doesn't convert is it does not correlate with your course topic and the lessons that you're teaching inside your program. And everything that you're teaching should be connected and should be like that breadcrumb that leads that client to taking the next step inside your business. And then recording and editing your lessons. And I'm going to have to wrap up here. I have another call. But you can go through this document if you want, again, a copy of it. Go ahead and drop the word course in the comments below, and I'd be happy to DM you and send you a copy of today's Ultimate Course Guide. But this talks about recording your lessons. Again, I recommend my students to teach this live first. And then once you've kind of got all of the bugs tweaked out and worked out, and you know that everything is flowing and your students are getting results in the right order, then you can go through and pre-record your lesson plans and host them either in like a live Facebook group. You can record through Zoom. So that would be your tech to get started. You really only need Zoom, which is about $14 a month, and Canva, where you go and create all of your slide decks and your workbooks and resources for your students. And then as you move on to an evergreen scalable product, that's when you can host your course on an online learning platform such as Kajabi or Teachable or Thinkific, one of those program platforms out there for you to be able to allow your evergreen course to sit out there for students to be able to enroll in at any time. So if kind of, again, read through this, there's a lot more information in here for you. But if this is something that you would like to dive deeper in and you want to learn how to be able to map out your one-on-one strategy for your path to freedom, as we talked about, all of the benefits of being an online course creator and creating a profitable online coaching business gives you the ability to create boundless income and infinite income and boundless freedom inside your business. So you can truly create a lifestyle business that works for you, that you get to, sky's the limit on your income, and you get to work your business around your life and not the other way around. Then I invite you to go ahead and book a one-on-one strategy call with me. And here we will work out. I can help you from everything from looking at your course to launching your course, your marketing plans, all of the things. And we just opened the doors to my 90-day program called To Serve. So if that's something you're interested in jumping in right away, go ahead and let me know that too. And I'd be happy to jump on a call with you to see if you are a good fit for the program. So I hope you found this beneficial today. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to, let me get off the share here. There we go. Oh, that's a wrong button. That's why it's doing that. Sorry. I didn't mean to share. Hang on. Stop. Screen share is what I wanted to do. There we go. So again, if I can help you in any way, let me know that, and I will be happy to reach out with you. I do have, I think, 3 openings next week for some one-on-one strategy calls. I just had a 2-hour strategy call with a soul client yesterday where we just mapped out her whole year. So if you're at all not even sure what we do on that strategy call and like some more detail on that, let me know that too. But we can really help give you some clarity on how to be able to start and scale a profitable lifestyle business and get you generating your first 10K months and beyond within the next 30 to 45 days. So if that's something that could transform your life and you're ready for that, feel free to reach out and I'll help you with that. Again, if you want the show notes, go ahead and type down course below and I will get those to you as well. So I hope you all have a beautiful weekend and thank you so much for joining me on today's live stream. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye for now.